Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sampson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He makes the grab, and they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Unloads quickly. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bama!
defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now they'll run the draw. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Great timing on the draw play, too, by the coaching staff. It's a down and distance where the defense thinks it might be pass, so you hit him with the draw and get a big gain.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Webb. Moving out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback may change this route. Dances away to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Using his feet. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pick off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American. Remember right, that's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. That's caught. It's Lee. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The RPO is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. quickly to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The quick out. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
On his feet at the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Power football with the run. Crosses the 45. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad.
Got some room under the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Caught behind the line. It's Sampson. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Makes a grab down the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Lee. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And the missed connection on third down.
Yeah, in third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route, but then sets it down. He stays right there with him, breaks on the football, and swats it down.
It's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the offense stays on the field with just a couple of tick-tocks left on the clock. Wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
A nice job finishing this first half, but we're not done. I'm really curious to see here, Reese. Are they going to go for it? You could tie this game up, or you could go into the half down 1. Kind of an interesting decision early for this offense.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They'll try to slam it in. Moving toward the end zone, ball out! Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds a man on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, I'm glad you used the reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that...
Turning it on! Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Pulls and throws out the RPO. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Quarterback keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 6 over Vanderbilt. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Sampson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Working that left side now. Hard-hitting tackle.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a great job on the blitz, getting a sack. He's showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebreaker? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. They'll snag it just inside the 10. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. First play of the drive wants to throw. On target. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Second and short equals go up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Gotta be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense as its staff. Challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Completion to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened here.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To throw, it's Webb. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's McGarry. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that 1st down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. On the move. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Webb. Punts it out of the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
This is a design run. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Nice job going for it on fourth down. You pick up the first. You've got the ball at the 1 yard line. Let's just run the ball again right here.
Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive. Snake gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two and try to tie it as it is. They're down by 1. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 5 over Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Sampson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll run play action. Fires left. Pulls it in. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one.
Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Sampson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks, it's Sampson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The corners are walked up tight. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. They just keep firing. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Webb. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's